Passing a new law is straightforward. Schoolhouse Rock said so, remember? Constituents call their congressman about a problem. He says, "You're right. There ought to be a new law." Whizzes the bill off the typewriter, ushers it past his finger-pointing colleagues, and then secures the president's rubber stamp. Turns out someone else has their finger in a lot of those bills. Lobbyists. They could play a big role these days, like when more than 6,000 hired hands weighed in on the 2017 tax reform bill. But that's all public. Here's the hush-hush process. Legislative staff members in D.C. and state houses are not always the ones writing the bills. Sometimes outside groups hand-deliver pre-drafted legislation to lawmakers. Take Florida's Stand Your Ground law, which some argued gave George Zimmerman legal protection in 2012 when he killed Trayvon Martin, a teen boy walking alone, unarmed. It actually was a private group called the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC, that drafted that bill. And ALEC got similar Stand Your Ground laws introduced in 8 other states during the 2010 and 2011 session. This group's been busy. ALEC drafted more than 120 other, mostly conservative bills that year in state legislatures on topics like immigration, the environment, corporate regulations, much more. And these bills passed at nearly 5 times the national rate. Although ALEC says it wants government to put, quote, the people in control, the Center for Media and Democracy uncovered that almost 98% of ALEC's funding comes from corporations and trade associations. We're talking places like ExxonMobil and Koch Charitable Foundation and Pharma. This outsourced law writing is pretty common these days, at least in some states. A few examples here. The Mercury News analyzed 2 California legislative sessions from 2007 to 2010, and it found that of the bills that became law, 60% in one year and 50% in another were first drafted by outside unelected interest. In New York, we know a powerful labor union drafted and edited fast food worker bills that became one of Mayor Bill de Blasio's public initiatives. And Project Blitz pushes Christian-specific principles through public policy. It seems to have influenced 70 pending bills in state legislatures as of May 2018. Some have defended the practice, arguing that lawmakers, they have the ultimate say, and legislative offices with low policy capacity are more likely to use outside groups, meaning special interests might add useful expertise. But critics emphasize the drawbacks. Organizations with cash are the ones with legal resources to draft and then hand-deliver the legislation. The opposing party is then left to fight the agenda set by big money rather than constituents. Plus, the public's often left in the dark here about the true authors of the new laws. It is all legal, but kids should know it's not always the congressman from Schoolhouse Rock creating those laws. Today, he's getting some help from highly paid friends in corporate suites with thick wallets and long agendas.